Assalamualaikum. My name is Aida Fariha binti Muhammad Amin from class 6 XPME2 with the topic of effect of China's zero policy towards the aviation sector. The 2019 coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic as the newest global risk has disrupted business operations in all industries. The airline industry is one of the first industry that was affected from the event because the disease is easily passed among the people. Every country did take their precautions and strategies in order to stop spreading of COVID-19, but China have taken this precaution that can be considered as an extreme ways to overcome this pandemic, which is called as China Zero COVID policy. China's Zero COVID policy geared to prevent and contain transmissions of COVID-19 domestically and from abroad has effectively halted tourism and educational travels to China. It also limits business travel with a double whammy of an opaque and unpredictable entry permit systems and a minimum 2-week quarantines upon arrival. China's decision to stick with zero COVID has put it at odds with many Asian governments, which started reopening borders and dropping quarantines and testing requirements in recent months. China, the last major economy still closed off to the world, is facing mounting calls to drop the zero COVID policy, which has left millions in Shanghai locked down for weeks. The World Health Organization (WHO) said that approach was unsustainable. Entering the third year of the pandemic, China's unbending approach to COVID-19 has left the world's second largest economic all but shut off from international travel, with fewer than 500 inbound flights scheduled this week, compared with about 10,000 this time 2 years ago. Capacity cuts are intensifying as China tries to snuff out virus flares up with aggressive lockdowns. Since mid-December 2021, airlines have eliminated almost 1,000 flights that would have arrived in the country between now and February 1st. The start of the lunar year, typically the busiest time for travel anywhere. China closed its international borders to nearly all foreigners in March 2020, shutting down the inbound tourism and business market. China has not relaxed the policy since, which creating a big impact to the aviation industry. Beijing is set to host the Winter Olympic in February. Normally, the Olympics offer a guaranteed boost in passengers number for the airline flying into the host city. But Beijing is not inviting non-residents, which neutralize any airline chances of a quick financial sugar rush from the gates. As part of the policy, airlines are being penalized for flying in passengers who later tested positive to COVID to the country. Not only that, multiple flights from France and Canada have been suspended. Now under the control of Beijing, Hong Kong already banned all flights from 8 countries for 2 weeks. Hong Kong will also ban transit passengers from 150 countries for 1 month. Furthermore, airlines may be forced to push back the deliveries of new planes from the likes of Boeing and Airbus in favor of China's ARJ21 and C919 homegrown aircraft, as the airlines are shown the sign of drying cash. In conclusion, the approach taken by China and others may be effective in the short term in reducing cases and death, but with millions of people living under lockdown type conditions for extended period of time, the long-term societal and economic costs from aborted business deals to port closures and disrupted supply chains may be too high. Even though nowadays the aviation industry are showing signs of recovery, but unfortunately, the Asia-Pacific region will lag this recovery as China continues to pursue their zero COVID policy. In order to minimize the spread of the virus, China also need a new policy to boost their economic, thus getting back the recovery of the aviation industry in China and also the Asia-Pacific region. That's all from me. Thank you.